But
Well, they didn't grip you then.
it did, but it got me a bit sad, and I thought, oh, this is gonna be sad.
The Oscars have long been on ABC.
Yes.
And they've just announced that they are no longer going to be on ABC.
Yes.
So it's the 100th Oscar, Jody. In 1928 was the first Oscar. So 2028 is the 100th anniversary of it. And in 2029, they're going to disappear from the airwaves and they're going to go streaming. So they're going to be on YouTube.
Well, yeah, and in the UK, I mean, the only way of watching the Oscars was if you had Sky Movies, because used to be we used to watch it in the BBC, and you could stay up all night and watch it.
Yeah.
And then Sky Movies bought it, and it was tucked away there.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be available. I don't think until 2020. Is it 2020?
2029.
It's 2020. God, what year is this? Jesus.
It's 2025, Jody.
2029. I meant to say 2030, sorry. Yeah, so it's going to be totally, universally available to everybody. Plus all the, I'm assuming there'll be backstage things and all that because, we're going to get it. But does this mean the downfall of civilization as we know it? The fact that everything is now available for streaming and for free and online, and nothing's sacred anymore, or is it a good thing? Come on.
I mean, the Oscars. I mean, all you got to do is just take a look. I mean, I'm looking at the figures just now. Let me see if we can bring it up. And I've lost it. Of course. As soon as you lose them at these things, you lose them.
What I'm saying is, what I'm meaning is, does it cheapen the whole event? The
whole bit. I mean, well, the fact it's televised, I think, cheapens it anyway. Because I mean, why would you show something about movies on television if you're going to go that argument? But this is the viewing figures from from 2009 all the way to 2025. Massive dip in 2021. And why was there a massive dip in 2021? Because there was no movies. COVID, exactly. So 2020, we still had the dip was starting, but it was kind of reached a high point 10 years ago. So it's not...
I mean, it's getting less and less people watching it. They need to make it more relevant, and let's face it, the ones that win aren't exactly mainstream movies that most people want to watch either.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, it's... But this is the problem is are people supposed to be more educated? Like, for example, how many people do you think are going to watch Train Dreams? Have you watched Train Dreams yet? No.
I have started to watch it.
Have you?
But
well, they didn't grip you then.
It did, but it got me a bit sad, and I thought, oh, this is going to be sad.
Exactly.
So I thought, oh, I don't like that, so I stopped watching it.
I'm dying for you to watch it so that we can both cry together.
Aye, oh God, I mean, the whole setup of it, I thought, right, this is going to be sad. I mean, about half an hour in, he's got his cabin, he's got his wife, and he's got his wee girl and all that, and blah blah blah.
And he's off to fix the railway,
racist railway, company. I can just tell it's building up to be sad.
Yeah.
I'll watch the rest of it. Yeah,
it's
I like
those. Those are the kind of movies. There's that, and then there's also J. Kelly, which is those. I won't put them in. I'll just tell you that I really enjoy both those movies, and they're both almost exactly the same movie.
Are they both up for Oscars?
Slightly different. I don't think J. Kelly is. I'm not sure I don't know if J. Kelly got a cinematic release. I'm not sure,
because they've got to have a cinematic release is it at least 2 weeks?
It's something like there is a lot, and it's got to be within a certain range of as well.
Aye.
You can't just put it off with Poughkeepsie or something.
Yeah. So there's that, and both those went straight to Netflix as far as I know.
No, Train Dreams has got a cinematic release,
and Knives Out got a cinematic release.
It did,
a limited one.
Yep.
I
Frankenstein did as well.
Oh yeah, so it did. It did. I think that will potentially be up for Oscars, I reckon.
I don't know if it
Even if
will.
it's just purely
Best
for
special effects and things, it'll be
the
the craft stuff.
cinematography or whatever,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
costume design, whatever.
I think the cinematography in uh, J. Kelly is amazing,
Is
and
it?
also in Knives Out as well. I love the cinematography in that. That's what pulled me in more than
Yeah,
anything else.
it's more muted
Mm,
than you know. It's not an epic movie by any means, but
yeah,
I know what you mean. It's the kind of
yeah,
small details.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, as you said, like the Oscars, like I mean, it's a bunch of rich people handing golden awards to other rich people. I
yeah,
mean, it's
yeah.
not
I
exactly,
think
and the fact that it's affordability and all that kind of stuff. It's like
yeah.
this is a problem now. Is the fact that they're giving out these prizes to people who don't need them, basically.
Well, do you know what happened? Remember when Ricky Gervais did the Golden Globes and
Mhm.
highlighted the fact that it was rich people just patting each other on the back?
Yeah,
That I think everybody went, yeah, wait a minute, you know, they're
yeah,
not curing cancer. They're not, you
no,
know, they're just a bunch of rich people, talking about
playing
how we
dress
should
up.
live our lives and all that, playing
Yeah,
dress up. You
yeah,
know, is it relevant anymore? Even
yeah,
and it really highlighted that. So
exactly.
I
Yeah.
think that's had a knock-on effect with it on the Oscars as well. You
I
know,
mean, what's any more valid than the two of us? So next week we're going to decide what our favorite picks of TV shows and movies are. So it's our last show is next week, which is the
yep,
28th
of the year.
of the year, last one of the year. And no, we'll still be back in January. And we're like, oh
Don't you
god,
worry.
guys, we haven't been cancelled yet because we're not on a network. We control the volume,
Merry
the
Christmas.
horizontal. Merry Christmas. Nice tree. Uh, and we'll be talking about how, like, what our favorite movies are and what our favorite TV shows of 2025 was. So
And games,
that we saw, by the way. That's the caveat, is that we saw. So this is
of
another thing, is the
course.
fact that I think the other problem about the Oscars is a lot of people go like, oh well, they haven't won in a while, tick, and then they haven't even seen the screeners or
Aye.
anything. They
Oh,
don't bother watching it. They just
Steven Spielberg
oh
directed it. Tick. Hmm.
yeah. Oh,
That
oh wait,
stuff.
no, is it about UFOs? Untick.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
and that's kind of what James Cameron was talking about that as well. He was slamming the Oscars. He was having a go at the Oscars this week as well, because he was saying that him and his pal, fellow Canadian. By the way, James Cameron, who has not mentioned his nationality ever, is now all of a sudden Canadian. Everywhere
Hmm.
he goes, he goes like, "Well, I'm a Canadian. I never wanted citizenship in America," and he's also like bringing out the accent, all that kind of
Was
stuff.
it
It's quite funny. Watch them
wearing
anyway.
lumberjack shirts?
Wearing lumberjack shirts, yeah. Anyway, so fellow Canadian director Denis Villeneuve, he's saying that he's not going to get an Oscar for directing Dune, and it's true. He's not going to get it because it's a science fiction, fantasy style movie, and you're not going to win Oscars for that unless your
Well,
name's Stanley Kubrick.
he, he, well, he never won,
Well, exactly.
but it was nominated. It was nominated though.
Yeah, but listen, you can nominate them all you want, but you're
Yeah.
still not going to win.
Well, if he's talking about Avatar being Oscar fodder, he's jumping up the wrong tree
He
because
was actually
I mean,
talking about Denis Villeneuve's Dune,
right, okay,
specifically
fair
part
enough.
two.
Yeah, but he's maybe saying,
I maybe,
I make sci-fi movies as well. But
well,
listen, he's got, he did his Titanic and all that, so
mhm.
he's had
But I mean,
his day.
he's making. I think he knows what he's doing. He's making movies for the masses. He's not making movies for. He's not an auteur. He's not Denis Villeneuve, who's like in there and the minutiae and all that kind of stuff. He's much more the kind of like technical kind of
Aye, but still
uh,
an auteur because he's right.
yeah,
He's written it, he's directed it.
sing the theme tune. Has he sung the theme tune? No, he hasn't.
Sung
See,
the team tune.
yeah,
It's his idea, it's his concept, it's
mhm,
his baby. He's written
yeah.
it, he's
Even if it
directing
is
it.
owned by Disney
So
now.
I mean, he's
So
still. I
does
mean,
that mean
James Cameron started off in special effects. Remember, so
he did? Yeah.
he's he's
Was it Anaconda or Piranha that he worked on first?
it
I can't
was
remember which one it was.
Piranha, I think it
Piranha.
was
Yeah.
Piranha.
Mhm.
So he's he's been all over the sort of different
Yeah.
parts of making a movie.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah. You know.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So Oscars leaving ABC, probably not a bad thing for worldwide audiences. I always think how they can screw you over for these things. Don't forget that YouTube also charges for certain movies and TV shows as well. Maybe this is only a premium thing as well,
Yeah,
which
that'd
could
be
be
a
another
bummer.
thing as well. So they basically put it behind a paywall for people who are trying to hook in
Mm,
internationally. The most watched place though for YouTube is the television in the family room.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's the
So
biggest. It's the biggest streaming company. Um,
yeah,
far
yeah,
far above Netflix, far above Prime. Any of them.
yeah,
I think Netflix probably comes second
yeah.
to YouTube.
I,
I'd
I mean, to
imagine
be honest,
TikTok's high up.
I mean, how long is it going to be before we start saying on the show, "What did you watch this week?" And you go, "I was watching Steve Marsh."
Well, I do. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube. I
You
watch
know,
Steve Marsh. I watch him as if it's a TV show.
I've got
And I
another
watch
Stephen for
Loki
you as
Duffy.
well.
Have you?
Stephen Reed as well. Yeah, he's an Irishman. He does like kind of long distance running and camping and all that kind of stuff. But he
Right,
always tries to get a wee bit of kind of history into it. So he was doing Glencoe recently,
right.
and he was talking about the history of like the Scunner Campbells and
All right.
against the McDonald's and all that kind of stuff. And it was really cool. He puts a lot of effort into his stuff, and he's quite witty as well.
Yeah, we getting super grand comments with that. Scanner Campbell.